Hi, Ford Galaxy rear wash wipe not working. Okay, this is going to be very crude. Okay, I had to get this flaming grey bit off the back. There's a screw there, which I've just taken out. Another one there, the other side. And I need to remove the handle bit there at the back. And somehow, for a nice warm summer's day like it is today, you're able to grab there and just pretty much pull. Okay, I've half done this already, so that's what you get. Okay, and somehow you've got to try and get those clips out the back there. That one's come out already because I've half put this back in. It's a bit of a tug, but somehow I need to push that way. That was lucky. Okay, so this is the rear wash wipe motor. I've just turned it on and nothing's happening. So what I'm doing, I'm measuring the voltage across the wires there, and I'm getting 12 volts or thereabouts. So that's the two outside wires according to one of the websites that came on. So it's brown, between the brown and the black and yellow. The other two is something to do with the park. Don't quite know what I'm reading at the moment, but I think it's nothing. And they only come on when you turn the wiper off, leave it at the front of the car off. It then tries to park it. Well, it doesn't do that either. So I reckon this is seized, so I need to take it apart. Okay, so I've just taken my rear wash wipe motor apart. Just taken off this cap assembly here, and as you can see, there's a lot of evil going on in there. Well rusted, so no wonder it's seized. So somehow I'll just try and clean that up as best I can. Just as a side note, I've had to change my trousers because when I shut the tailgate onto my legs, I forgot that the boot catch is there, so just covered it with some masking tape. Okie dokes. I now want to get the whole assembly off because I can't seem to do anything with it in there. My motor is turning. I've managed to wiggle it about and know that the motor wants to turn, but it's just so jammed up. So I need to take this off. Just make a note of where the wiper is. Apparently this thing comes out, so you must have put that somewhere safe. And also just unscrew that. Yeah, I've already loosened it off. Now how do you get this bit off? This bit just lifts off like that. Sorry, and somehow I've managed to put a screwdriver in there and just wheedle it side to side like that, and eventually it comes off. Okay, so don't use anything else, you'll crack the glass, I guess. Okay, once that's done, you need to pull this thing out. Right old fiddle this was, but mind your fingers as you wrench it out. That bit just comes out like that. I don't know, fiddle with a screwdriver. Bit of a pain there. I've just taken this one off and that one off. Okay, weird looking spanner, washer type nut thingy. Watch where they land because they tend to fall out all over the floor. And then just undo this one. Make note that the gold one goes in the middle. So we'll put that somewhere safe, and then this just comes apart comes out like that. Okie dokes. Okay, this might look scary stuff, but it's not as bad as it looks. After a bit of WD-40, I was able to spray it in there, and then managed to turn the blue disc, and gradually it started to free itself up. You just needed just to spray it here, there, maybe a bit over there. Obviously this bit's plastic, so it doesn't need it. Anyway, the worm dry, basically that just slips straight out. Okay, in fact you can unscrew it out actually, if you notice. Okay, now when you put it back in, I've just noticed you need to line up the brushes which are there. You need to push those up because they act like springs, so you need to push those up so they engage onto this thing. Don't jam it straight in, you'll break them off. Okay, basically, and the metal housing, excuse me, once this is located, just goes back on again. This simply came off by 2 screws that go through here and support. They're very straightforward, just one there, and you just unscrew them and this just comes out. Okay, I've just caused myself a bit of a problem. I've had to take that center rotor back out again, and I don't know if you can see, but I've actually, this coil thing must have come out this way, and as I put it in, it was rubbing against it. So what I've done now is caused some of the enamel to be exposed, so I'm now going to stick a bit of engineering tape over that to stop that from shorting onto the, what do you call it, this stator, I don't even know what it's called, to manage to sort that out. Usually at this moment people might go, I might still get a new motor and fit it, but yeah, let's see how it goes. I'll be amazed if this ever works again. I'm at it again. What I've done is that if you screw this thing in too tight, obviously you're using the worm drive in order to screw the motor back in, lifting the brushes as you go, but be careful not to go too far, otherwise this starts rubbing on one of the windings, and I've done exactly that on what the sort of the clunking was, and so I've got some marks on the windings there, so I don't know, I'm just going to leave that, I can't cover it really. Okay, well, it's not brilliant. Make sure you put this metal can the right way around, just for make a note of which way the label is, because it doesn't fit. It almost does, but not quite, if it's up the other way. That rotor, by the way, well, it was sort of rubbing because of the angle it was going in at, so just be aware of that edge. What I actually did was get a pair of pliers and actually just move that, I don't know, that piece of sort of contact slightly away from the motor, so it wouldn't do that. So just keep an eye on it. Don't forget to fit the sort of gasket thing, and obviously don't forget to give that a bit of a clean, and don't spray it with WD-40 because it gets in your face and everywhere, so I just sprayed it onto a tissue. Let's see how it goes. Okay, I fitted it and I wondered why it was getting stuck every now and again. Then I realised, of course, the darn thing is intermittent wipe, isn't it? Mine does get stuck halfway for some reason, and obviously be careful doing that because you end up peeing all over the car. But as you can see, when you push the washer on, I know I'm driving my car, it should go a few times like it is. Go on then, push it for me then. Here you go, all working. My thanks go to the Ford Galaxy Owners Club, which is www.fordgalaxy.org.uk. Thank you very much.